Hi, Stephen Halligan from Halligan's Fitness Personal Training. Today I'm going to talk to you about walking or running the course. What we want to talk about is getting ready for the hills and also the unevenness of the course. The track will be a lot different to anything you've done before if you've been walking around the block or if you've been walking on the beach or walking around the city. It's very, very different. There'll be rocks and logs and sticks and roots and puddles, all sorts of things, loose gravel. It's going to be very uneven and a very rough surface, and that's why I told you last week about getting the trail shoes. So what you've got to get used to is the massive hills. The hills are the thing that really burns your legs. So you've got to get used to going up the hills, and when you go up the hills you'll feel a lot of lactic acid build-up. This will really burn, and you might have to stop and have a quick drink of water, sip of water, get yourself together, get your legs feeling a bit better, and then go again. Maybe have a stretch even. Get to the top of the hill as quick as you can. The quicker you get up, the better. It's not rocket science. It's just about getting up there, getting them out of the way, and then, more than likely you can go back down the hill. That's the way the Kokoda track is. Now, at first you'll welcome the downhill. Long term, you'll probably hate it. That's when the injuries, the niggling things come out. You really feel it in your knees possibly, or your shins, but definitely, or even in your toes sometimes with your toenails, but definitely in your knees more than anything, I would say. My sister-in-law felt it in her hip as well. I felt it in my knees, she felt it in her knees. It's quite normal for that to happen. So the best way you can do it and to plan for it is to actually get out there on the track and get used to it. So what I would suggest is, I think we've got about 6 weeks to go now. So if you started at about 5 to 10 kilometres this week and then incrementally increase it by about 5 kilometres, that's for the 30 kilometre track. The week before I would cut it in half. I'd do about 50% of the actual 30 kilometres, so 15 Ks. For the 15K walk, exactly the same, incrementally increasing it by about 2.5 kilometres, start at maybe 5, 2.5 each week, and then the week before, cut it in half. You should be doing about 7.5 kilometres, then do 15 Ks the next week. In between all this is on the weekend, in between all this, you want to be walking around the block or going down the beach, walking say 4 to 6 kilometres a day, or jogging, whatever it is that you're prepared to do on the track. If it's walking, walk. If it's jogging, jog. Don't go walking and then expect to, on the day, get a bit carried away and try and jog off with the leaders. You'll find yourself in a heap real quick. So just do what you think you can manage and then totally progress that through to the actual event day. This will work like a treat. It's the way to do it. By doing all these training days as well, you'll find out where your niggling injuries are and you'll be able to manage them a lot better. You'll find that if you strap your legs, you might have to strap your knees, or you might have strap your toes, or whatever the case may be, but you'll break in your shoes, you'll get used to things a lot better, you'll be a lot more well equipped to deal with the actual event on the day. So my suggestion is, get out there on the track on the weekends, in between, do walks around the block and whatnot. So that's my tips for this week. I'm Stephen Halligan from Halligan's Fitness Personal Training, where we give you the momentum to achieve your health and fitness goals. I'll see you next week. Bye.